Hi Capricorn, this is your message for January 2026. I keep almost saying December. I did that in a Virgo reading. No, we're talking about January 2026. We're going to get some messages for you for the new year. So I invite you to stay and take what resonates and leave what does not. And this is my only account and I'm never going to reach out first. So Capricorn, let's find out what's coming for you for the year 2026 and for the month of January. All right. Let's see. Whoa. Sorry, the cards stick to each other and then I'm like, trying to get you. Hello? Okay. Capricorn. Let's see here. Whoa, abundant energy, Capricorn. You are very, very abundant right now. And if you don't feel it yet, 111 on the timer, you're being watched over. Spirit is saying that this is going to be a very abundant season coming for you. I see that things have been moving slowly for you. In the challenge position, we have the Eight of Wands, and this is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. Maybe energy has felt really stagnant, or that like financial opportunities or work situations have not been moving in your favor quickly, or maybe things are just taking really long. But I see that changing. Right now, you might just be in a very uncertain period. So that's kind of why I think maybe you're not aware of this abundance that's coming. Well, guess what? It's coming. It's coming. So yeah, you're so the moon to me are like self-imposed fears and illusions. I think you've been telling yourself a lot of stories about your adequacy and about your ability to create successful, lasting goals that transform into something that can actually be helpful. So I think part of you feels wounded by this experience of stagnancy. And I see in the past, maybe things moved very quickly for you, but I think the real kicker here was, yes, things would come very quickly to you, but they would fizzle out. And I think part of you right now is really focusing on building a foundation that lasts, really thinking about the big picture, but also like not only the big picture, but all the steps. My nose is itching so much, I'm sorry. But everything that would need to be thought out needs to happen now in order to, if that makes any sense. Maybe part of you wanted to just find a loophole and do the quickest platform, but again, this would fizzle out and then you would be disappointed. And maybe that just kept happening and that's why you felt like there's this stagnancy, because it's like, what do I do now? What do I build? And I think Spirit is asking you to start small with something. If you have an idea, don't be afraid to plant the seed, but really you're gonna have to get very grounded and mindful about how to foster this seed and how to continue making it grow. So part of you might need to go back to school to get some more certifications, or part of you might need to take on another business partner or role of some kind to financially make ends meet for this whatever is growing. It's like, this might take some time, but I see that this could potentially be something that lasts for a very, very long time. I still see that you're wanting things to move very quickly. You are charismatic, you know how to get results, you know how to act quickly and think quickly and to really sell your ideas. I love your inventive mind and I love your boldness and your just the way that you go out on your own in a way that nobody else would really ever consider is so cool. So I don't want that to end, but Spirit is also saying to really merge these two. You can still show up as this charismatic, bold, innovative thinker, but you are going to need to maybe take a different route than you're used to, a more grounded route, something that's more structured. I see you working really hard. I think you're aware of this, what I was just talking about, needing to take a different route. I think you are working to understand what would be necessary to get these plans in motion. process, you're not hating this experience. I think you're finding that this craft that you're building slowly over time, it's like almost rebirth energy. It's a rebirth period for this time of stagnancy, this time where you felt like nothing was moving. Even though this is slow, it's a slow burn, but like you can see that what you're building is so meaningful and it's handcrafted by you. I think you are afraid of judgment from other people. So the King of Swords here is like very authoritative. There might be like, if you have business partners or like managers overseeing your work, or if you have a partner who is just very like, I don't want to say critical, but notices everything. I think you're worried that people are going to get in your head or say something. 555 on the timer. Say something that makes you change your mind. And you know, I feel like I've said this in a couple of readings we've already had, but opinions are opinions. They're not necessarily facts. You can respectfully decline somebody's point of view. So don't worry about all these opinions you're hearing or all this feedback you're hearing. You get to decide what you take and discard. And I know you'll do that respectfully. But I see that whatever you're building is going to bring a lot of celebration, a lot of freedom, a lot of friendship possibly. If you're working with coworkers, or if you're planning on taking people with you, if moving is required, your family, I think, is going to benefit from whatever this project is. I keep hearing like woodworking for some reason. I don't know if woodworking is involved. Take that if it resonates, but I keep hearing woodworking. And I keep seeing trains, so maybe you have to take a train somewhere. But basically what I'm seeing is that whatever you're building is going to affect more people than just you. And I think it's going to be very positive. There's going to be a lot of celebration, a lot of freedom. Maybe you'll have more work-life balance. So I see this being a very abundant season for you, Capricorn. And even though it's not really the route you expected you'd take, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. So I look forward to seeing what more comes for this year for you. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next message.